Hello everyone, and I want to say welcome to my channel. If it's your first time, greetings. If you're a returning viewer, hello, it's been a minute, 3 whole days, right? But I'm back at it like I never left. So I want to talk about an interesting subject matter. As you probably seen all over your feed on IG, on X, on YouTube, there's been an increase. I'm talking about a significant increase of foreign people moving to Thailand. 15, 20 years ago, yeah, you had people there, but now it's becoming increasingly popular and it's for all age groups. So this presents the question: is Thailand the new American dream, right? I know you're thinking to yourself, what? Why is he asking this question, right? First of all, let's think about the American dream. In previous years, the American dream was go to school, go to college, work for a couple years, get married, have family, have a dog, white picket fence in the suburbs, blah, 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 retire at 65, raise your kids, all that, the end, right? And then you get older, eventually you pass away. But a lot of people are becoming increasingly further away from this dream. It's now becoming a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? The reason why they call it a dream is you're going to be asleep to experience it, right? Because more and more people are becoming what's called financially unstable. And that's not necessarily our fault. I'm not bringing anyone down, picking on anyone. It's the cost of goods and services has increased significantly in America, and the wages have not matched behind it. The wages are still lagging behind the cost of goods and services. Right now, the average house in America is just under half a M, right? So you need almost $500,000 to be able to afford a house, and that's not considering taxes, uh, all the things that comes with it. You know, you got taxes, you got utilities, you got your maintenance, because it's gonna break down. It's gonna break down, right? So Thailand, the thing about Thailand is my first day there. My first day there, I was looking at the price of condos. You can get a nice condo outside of the city of Bangkok for 70,000 USD. And this is the big city. So if you really want to be cheap, you can go to Chiang Mai, you can go to Shanghai. I heard Pattaya is a little cheap. You know, there's all the islands. This is the main city. So if you can get it one for 70, just imagine the other places. The cost of living is going to be one of the biggest things in Thailand, right? You can buy a condo for these prices, and let's say you just want to rent. You can rent in the city center, not a small city, in the big city, for 5, 6, 7, 800, and then you could be living somewhere nice. You can have swimming pool, guards, etc. This is the dream now, right? And you may be thinking, I don't want to feel alone. I don't want to be the only non-Thai person there. If you watch these videos on YouTube and IG, you'll see it's for everyone of all age groups. So don't worry about, oh, I'm only 21. You know, I might be too young. Or don't say to yourself, oh, I'm 70. I might be too old. Or I'm 40 and I'm in the middle of starting a family or whatever. Trust me, you will find other people there in various stages of life. My second day there, I found a guy in his 30s who he's pushing a baby stroller. So I just started talking to him, you know, and he told me, he's like, I'm not going back to America. I'm just going to raise my kids here. So it's not just all a bunch of 21-year-olds partying and this and that. You'll see all age groups, young, middle, old, etc., right? So I say that to say this, because you don't want to feel alone when you go over there. So I want to tell you, when you go over there, you're going to see black, white, Latino, Asian, all the different type of ethnicities, religions, age groups. You're not going to feel alone. More and more foreigners are going there. And this provides my next point. The next point comes to the work flexibility. If you're making USD, let's say you're a digital nomad, let's say you're a social influencer, let's say you're running a real estate company abroad. I just seen a guy who he's based in Thailand, but he's running a company in New York. So he's making USD but living in Thailand. This is key, right? Because you want to keep them strong American dollars, but you want to actually keep them. You don't want to be paying 90% of what you earn just in straight mortgage, right? So if you say you're making $5,000 a month, that's more than enough to support you, a significant other, and 2 kids in Thailand, and still be able to save money and actually be able to go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a work-life balance. The Thai people are very friendly. The foreigners that are there, I'm not gonna lie, some of them are kind of weird, but some of them are cool. It's like half half. So you don't got to worry about that. You're going to have some nice work flexibility. You're going to be able to go to Pattaya to see the beaches. Maybe you want to go to Vietnam to get some pho. Maybe you want to go to Malaysia because it's one of the, if you've been watching my videos, you know it's one of the best kept secrets in Asia. Come on now. Malaysia and Singapore, a lot of people ain't talking about it, but that's a new spot. You know what I'm saying? I heard Cambodia's on the rise too, but that's another journey for another day. Now, let's move to the next point. Why is this becoming the American dream? A lot of people are unhappy with the political situation in America right now. I don't want to go too deep into it, and I don't want to offend anyone's different political beliefs, but some people are unhappy with the president. Some people are unhappy with the politics, the laws, the systematic racism, whatever you got in your mind. I'm here to tell you that in Thailand, they embrace everybody with open arms, and it's such an openness. You can believe what you believe. Why do you think there's a stereotype of the ladyboy thing? First of all, not every girl there's a ladyboy, but the fact that there's so many of them and they're so comfortable openly telling you, hey, I'm a ladyboy, that just goes to show you how warm the people of Thailand are. I'm saying I see them embrace everybody. Doesn't matter what walk of life you are, you'll be good there. Another reason why I think this is the American dream is because I don't go too deep into it, but over 85% of the food in America is processed. If you look at the top 5 deaths in America, the different heart diseases, blood issues, cancer, etc., most of it, if not all of it, is related to what we put in our body. The food is getting worse. I remember as a kid looking at a can of Coke, it had like 20 grams of soda in it. I dare you to go look at it. If you're ever bored, go look at a can of Coke right now. Matter of fact, Google it, put this video on pause, and say how much sugar does a can of Coke have in America in 2024, 2025. You will be surprised. There's a reason why dementia, Alzheimer's, diabetes is on the rise. Where does this come from? You know, it comes from what we put in our body. And now you see they got the lab-grown chicken. Guess what else they're doing now? They are doing meat grown from insect feces. If you do not believe me, go to Google and type in American meat insect feces. I am not making this up. I wish I could be, but unfortunately I'm not. So let's move on to the next point because I don't want to dread on the negativity too much, right? Let's talk about some positivity. When you're in Thailand, for you to fly to Vietnam, for you to fly to Malaysia, these other hotspots that you always hear me talking about, Japan, if you catch it at the right time, you can get it for $80, $100, $120, $175, less than $200 basically, to go to Japan for a day trip. Imagine you're like, yo, I just want to go to Japan for a couple hours, get some good ramen, see the sights, and fly back. It's possible. I'm telling you, this is the new wave. If you don't believe me, why do you think there's such a spike and so many people moving over? Right? Maybe you want to retire here. Maybe you just finished high school. You're trying to figure out the next move. You're like, maybe let me go teach over there English for a year and see how much I like it. You don't gotta stay here permanently. I more than likely won't stay here permanently. I'm just being honest with you. I'll be here for a couple years. Enjoy the culture, build myself up, connect with people, eat some good food, get out of the American system. But eventually I got other countries I want to check out. But this is a nice little thing for here and now, you know what I'm saying? But you do not have to stay here permanently, and you can be in any stage of your life. Please do not feel ashamed. If you got any questions, don't hesitate to hit me up on IG. Don't hesitate to leave a comment under the video. If you've seen all my videos, you notice I have been commenting back on everybody. There's been hate messages, there's been love messages, everything in between. I have been commenting on every comment back. So do not hesitate to have any questions. There's no such thing as a silly question. I want to help you guys. I want to provide value, and I want you to enjoy this lifestyle here. In this video, you'll see me walking in the mall. This is a typical walking video, but I wanted to add a little bit of character to it, right? I'm like, okay, I don't want to just sit here walking. I want to inform these people of these things. Look how modern this is, right? This brings me to my next point. Is this the American dream? When people think of Thailand, they think some people think it's like just a whole bunch of people living in the streets. There's no economic opportunities. It's just a bunch of poor people. Ignorant. There are a lot of people driving Mercedes-Benz, Rolls-Royces, sports cars all throughout here. You got every demographic. It's not just a bunch of poor people. Do not let the media fool you. America is not necessarily just number one and everyone's beneath us. There's other places in the world where there's people doing well, and you can see in this short walking clip the testimony of that. You got some people wearing suits. You got some people wearing designer. It's not all a bunch of poor people. There's a lot of economic opportunities. I met going back to the same guy who was in his 30s. He originally came out here just to test the vibes. And guess what? He met the right connections. He got a job. Now he's designing commercial real estate over here. If you've seen him in my video, he said, I got a gym membership over here. Later on, he also said, hey, I'm working on this building. So there's a lot of things you can do out here to make money. Most people I meet who are like in their 30s, 40s, etc., who move over here, they're usually in the process of starting a business. I just seen a story about a military guy. He got a payout at age 40, and now he gets about $4K a month from his armed forces. He said, I'm moving to Thailand. I'm not coming back. So he moved to Pattaya. $4K a month was enough to support him and what he needed to do. And he opened up the Domino's with another partner, a Domino's Pizza. Which brings me to my next point. You may feel alone. You may think you're going to feel alone as far as the people, the vibe, etc., etc. You're going to see it's going to be a lot like home. If you're most of my audience is from the UK, Canada, and USA. I'm going to be open-minded to everybody else, but you're going to see that the restaurants and everything match back home. They got McDonald's. They got Domino's. They got Taco Bell, KFC. And tell me why does KFC taste way better in Thailand than America? Somebody explain it to me. But listen, I don't want to take too much time, you guys. I just want to make a short little video. Let me know what you think about this segment. You want me to ditch it? You want me to leave it? Or you want to keep these type of segments where you can get a visual and an audio at the same time, right? So this type of material that I'm experimenting with and seeing my little niche, seeing what you guys like, what you don't like. But I appreciate all the support either way. Don't hesitate to leave a comment. I've been responding to every DM and every comment, and I want to keep that as long as I can. I don't want to be one of these YouTubers who thinks he's better than everyone, so I'm going to keep going with it. Much blessings. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, leave some love, subscribe, and also share that video. You have an amazing day. I'm going to let y'all hear the rest of this, and we're going to be out. Peace.